Cool. Who remembers what happened last session? Because I need to refresh myself.
Talk to assemble the team. Drag along. And we're gonna assassinate people.
In theory.
You're also going to clear out an old base.
Yeah. Both of those. I know someone is going to be on TV talking for a significant portion of time, and we have to kill him on... Because we're the good guys, you know.
Wait, we have to kill him on live TV?
No, you just...
Jesus.
No, that's just what's going to keep him there, because he can't broadcast if he's not in front of the camera. That's how we know he's there, because he's going to give a broadcast.
And then we kill him in live
Who
TV.
the fuck are we, ISIS?
I don't know.
I mean, you can. It'd send a message, but...
It's intimidation techniques.
Okay, I vote we don't. We don't execute someone on live TV. Wait.
It'd send a message for sure.
It would send a message and not a good one.
We're going down the Joker route.
Going down the fucking ISIS route. Are we gonna,
I like how you guys are like, ISIS, Joker, and I'm over here like JFK, JFK.
What I love about the JFK assassination is that no one knows who fucking, like, is behind anything. Like, the Americans were, like, sure it was the Russians, but when the Russians heard of it, their reaction was to go into a panic and scramble because they didn't know if the guy was one of theirs. Did they do that? Did we do that?
We do that, guys.
Why could I just imagine whoever the leader was at the time going to, like, the person next to him, like his advisor, just going, was that me?
Give a fuck, to be honest with you. Mostly because he was starting to go senile. I don't think he knew where he was.
Mood.
For all he knew, he did it. No, but oh god, I need to stretch out because my back hurts.
Oh, I hope your back stops.
I need a new chair. Yeah. So, as I keep saying.
So
about
that. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying, okay?
So.
Oh my god.
So about that.
I'm gonna strangle all of you.
What you get for run a D&D game with partners.
So.
Oh, I will string you up by your legs and hang you from the ceiling.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's like, hell yeah. Yeah.
No, it's just supposed to be boring and disorienting. Anyway.
Also lethal. After a little while.
Not for 15 minutes.
Guys.
I mean,
guys.
Debatable.
Guys.
Yeah?
If I hit you like a piñata, you're gonna die no matter what I do. It doesn't matter if you're upside down or right side up, Vasca.
I never said.
Wait, we're hitting people with piñatas?
Hitting people with piñatas!
Anyway! Certainly are now.
Yeah, you guys assembled your crew. And now, if you recall, if I can untangle my headphones a little, I'm tempted, you know.
No, illegal.
Fuck this. Hold on, I'm gonna switch headphones real quick. I'm gonna plug in my big ones. Plug in my good mic. Come on. Okay. Be right back.
Can't believe Dima died.
You're just dead. You're not allowed to exist anymore.
Hate it when that happens.
I had some Fritos before this, and they're stuck in the back of my throat, and I feel like I'm gonna cough it.
I feel like you're gonna cough.
Sleepy. Oh,
Hold on. Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes.
Can she hear us?
That's not great. Give me a sec.
I don't think.
I think
No.
that I am mashed potato.
Hey, I've got a gift for you.
Probably because this is disabled. Hello?
Hi.
No, it thinks this is the default device. This is not the default device. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
No. It's not it. Why is that not it?
Technical difficulties to stream.
What? Hello?
Hi.
I heard people for a second.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, it's the... It just says it's the speakers. That's weird as fuck. Okay. Sorry, new device is trying to figure everything out. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Cool. Mic coming out of the right mic?
Yes.
Yeah.
This thing has a really long cord. I will tangle myself up in it at least once. And anyone who laughs at me will take 3d6 damage. Got it?
Haha.
Alright, roll the 3d6.
No. I refuse.
Now, come on, go, do it.
I don't want
If I roll it for her, does it count?
Nah.
Hmm.
Alright. So, you guys, you know, you've rested up. You're getting ready for the past few days until the date that you marked out has come. And that date is hold on. October? No, not October. That would have been a bit far. You're in August. August 22nd.
We.
What's the year again?
2039.
Cool.
Yeah. You have 8 days until the conference, and that's how much time you have to bring through a clean transition of power in this country. Although that's not your responsibility. You're just here to kill people.
Nice.
Woo.
It just occurs to me that I forgot to watch the last episode, so I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, nothing really happened. You just got
It was
people
2
together
episodes ago,
for...
wasn't it?
Huh?
No. Yeah, it was 2 episodes ago. Because you
Oh.
went with Warwick and someone called him Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I didn't remember that.
I don't mean to alarm you, but are you Jesus?
Are you Jesus?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it's some dumb improv, but that's the talent you gotta have as a DM. Anyway, you're here. Most of you are queer.
Oh.
Wait, who isn't?
Yeah. Shinji, never mind.
Okay, if
He's
Shinji's not
genderqueer.
bi, then I'll eat my hat.
Actually, that's fair. Never mind.
Russia's the cishet.
Okay. Almost said something really fucked up.
Oh god.
Wait, I have an important lore question for my own
Yeah.
personal gain.
Yes.
please tell me, please, for the love of God, tell me that Erika is in a polycule with both of the Nishizumis.
You'd have to ask her.
Sad dog. Okay.
Oh no. Having to inquire about things in character.
Just kick down the door and go, "Hey, you in a polycule?" There you go. Question answer.
It runs up to you. Hey, do you fuck?
You may be shot as a retaliation, but you know.
Just get the chain and rattle it again.
What?
The works chain. Never mind.
Oh, the.
What? Wait, what? Huh?
When they first met,
Erika Warwick
Her-
got out his astral chain to
like get her attention, and she thought that he was death come to take her.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that.
that was 3 seasons. 4 ago. So I mean, I thought
4
it was-
episodes ago.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to have my computer wrangle with me, which it likes to not do exactly and only when I need it. Okay. It's gonna work now?
No,
You get now. Oh.
it'd be too easy.
Yeah. That's fair. I guess. I mean, no, it's not, but I'll just pretend that it is. Cool. You guys meet everyone on the big ol' airfield. Where a whole bunch of transports are set, like a lot of them. Like, you remember how you had a shit ton of like planes and shit when you came here?
yeah.
Well, currently there are about 3 times that amount. Like on the you're breathing into your mic, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine. Like 3 times that amount of people are just out and about, walking from left to right.
It's vibing.
Ready to you know, go and fire, laze and blaze, lock and cock, I don't know. Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna check on the state of my mech.
Your mech has been completely repaired. Your arsenal has been refilled, although you didn't use any of your big ol' SPG. And you are once again ready to kill some people or miss 8 times.
Yeah. Remind me, did I get any upgrades for my mech or?
No, not right now.
I'm going to go and pick up my.
The big one.
Yeah.
Oh, you go do that. It's been recharged. And sorry, go. Right. Yeah, everything's being loaded up and Erica comes up to you, stands up straight, and salutes you, Asuka.
David awkwardly saluting back.
What time is it, roughly?
8:30.
In the morning, I assume.
Yes.
Hey, good morning. Are you ready for what's to come?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we'll need everyone in tip-top shape for this.
Yes, ma'am. She's still standing at attention.
Stares for a moment, at ease.
And then she becomes the shape of a normal human being again.
Wow.
This neat magic trick. Only here for 1 hour only.
Doctors hate me.
Number 4 will shock you.
I think doctors actually just hate me because I keep killing them.
Eat too many apples.
That's an obscure reference. Never mind. Yes. Everyone should be ready. We would be moving out in our own everybody is moving out in their own little detachments. So we'll be landing in an outpost that we have set up about 10 kilometers outside of Moscow, where one of the entrances to the old base was situated. We don't know what we're going to find down there, but back before we abandoned it, it was a bio-research base. So we deconstructed all sorts of biological weapons that were thrown at us there, and we also had like medical labs there, agricultural cores, and some light research into genetic modification. I don't know what it is being used for today, but knowing who we're facing might be very, very similar. According to the... Why the fuck are my parents having a conversation right outside my door? Sorry. Well, if we find anything there, our mission objectives may shift to include the destruction of any potentially hazardous assets that are being procured there. I don't worry about cleaning everything up. We're just gonna blaze right through, and whatever's left, the main force that comes in after us is going to take care of.
Yeah, I hope we won't have to clean everything up. We're supposed to be the spearheads.
Yeah.
Given some of the past and that we've ready to wear gas masks.
It wouldn't be inadvisable to at least carry one on your person. I personally wouldn't recommend fighting with it. I mean, you ever had one of those on for more than 10 seconds?
Okay, well, that's here then.
Chemical warfare set should be right in the lockers on your VTOL right there. You see the box with the chemical symbols on it?
David is going to helpfully pass out a gas mask to everyone, including Asuka, whether she likes them or not.
I take.
I am also going grab like a duffel bag if I can find one. kind of take a look at it and, or not like a double. Is there anything that I could like attach? Do we have any reusable launchers that I could put extra warheads into, like or into a box and stick that box on Asuka's mask?
Not really. All you have are RPG 26s, which are disposable.
That I fit.
Are you like consulting me about whether or not I want this to happen, or
All
just
right.
like trying to shove it onto my face?
I'm trying to see.
Let
if
me
it's
remind.
first.
What? My question is, what for?
She's essentially a big armor. Putting extra anti-armor stuff on the person that's not going to be weighed down by it. If that won't work, then he's probably gonna.
Okay.
And he
okay,
knows that won't work. Then he's probably gonna ask Lith if. But I'm just asking if that would.
Okay.
You're not going to be fitting anything to the mech. It has a repulsor field.
I just wasn't sure. I was okay, considering that it doesn't react to Asuka. I was wondering if that could.
That's why she has the glove, specifically so that it doesn't launch her into the stratosphere whenever she tries to get on.
Both. How heavy are you? It's like
Huh?
fiddling around. How heavy are you? How much weight you got on?
Give me a sec. I actually need to find out.
I was really expecting you to ask a girl about her weight.
I mean, now I'm saying that.
You really only have basic kits. You have your gun, some ammo on you. That's it.
Not much. I could carry a bit more.
I'm carrying an extra RPG for me. That way, other than this mech one, if we come across something a bit more less of a harsh touch, let's put it that way.
Erica looks like mildly offended. You do realize that my mech was designed for anti-vehicle duty, right?
Yes, and I also understand that we're going to be in a building that may have corridors in which your mech does not come. And I don't trust shit around these parts no more. Lilith?
I can't believe the mech doesn't come.
Well, I can deal with enclosed spaces.
He looks at Erica directly while handing the RPG directly to Lilith.
My eyes are just like glistening.
She turns over to you, Asuka. Your friends are jerks.
They really are. Yeah, here we are.
Well, ready to move out whenever you are. Everyone should be ready as well. I just get in. Someone's gonna make a call to mount in a few minutes anyway, and then we're gonna fly.
Any last minute things to do, everyone?
Not that I can think of. And he comes up and like pointedly, like amusedly, too hard. Like, you know the southern pats on the back that are just a little bit too hard?
Yeah.
He does that to Erica. And it is just like, don't worry, I just want a safety net in case you're not there. And then he is smirking and walks back to the...
Just ignore him. He's got to stick up his ass sometimes.
I've been ignoring people like him since I was 4.
What? Him, I don't doubt your abilities. I just, in case you're not there, I want a backup. You. Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Shinji actually comes up to you guys.
Oh god, he's here to scold us.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm not going to be with you directly, but I'm going to be part of the first units that are going to be moving in on the red square as soon as, well, the heat clears a little and we can punch through. So, don't die, and that.
Such encouraging words.
Love you too. Seth here's gonna be your pilot until you get there. Oh, don't insult him too much. He, air quotes, spontaneously forgets how to fly.
I'm sure he does.
And the man himself does walk up. All right, everybody ready?
Mhm.
Did everybody go to the bathroom before we enter? Because we'll be in there for a few hours, and then we'll be fighting for a few hours, and you don't want to have to take a shit in the middle of battle.
I'm good.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm good, but shit is an intimidation tactic, I guess.
David, have you taken a shit yet?
Silence.
He just looks like utterly like bewildered.
Let's get in the goddamn cockpit! Yes, sir.
I look at David. Did you shit?
He just takes his hand and bap. Like gentle.
Come on, David, you
Lose
need to
my
shit for
mind.
the good of humanity.
He walks directly over to Shinji and is just like, assuming I don't put a bullet through mine, I'm just gonna put this on yours. And like, without thinking, he like kisses the top of Shinji's head and walks away, pointedly sticking his tongue out at Asuka.
All right, good shit. Good luck. He just sort of looks around like a lost puppy, like I'm gonna go find something to do.
Did I miss something?
I feel like I really feel like he would. I'm just imagining him fucking up. I'm gonna go find someone to do something.
He like walks away and Asuka's just like, I'm right here. Like,
Yeah, you see him walk into like a big ol' one of the big old transports, which is the one where a lot of the big assault divisions are being loaded into. Right, you all get loaded.
loaded.
The doors close, take off, and you fly. Every now and then, Seth attempts to give you like sightseeing. Like, if you look out the window on the left, that sort of deal, ignoring the fact that the troop compartment lacks windows. But he keeps doing it for 3 hours.
David seems kind of like zoned out. He seems totally fine at first, but like as time goes on, you can see him getting like over the course of probably about 2 hours, progressively more red in the face until like he's just like tapping his foot, crossing both arms, and it's like perishing.
Erica, by the
internally.
way, seems completely fine. Like she doesn't seem even a little bit annoyed, which is a little odd. When you consider that her temper is about comparable to Asuka's.
Closing my eyes, pretending this is not happening.
I am looking away.
Yeah.
After a while, you've started to zone out his rambling so much that you barely like notice that he's calling a landing and that you have landed. And then the doors open. Erica doesn't really react. She's still like sitting there. Does not react, does not get up.
Okay. I'll like nudge her shoulder.
Huh? She takes you like Your plugs out of her ears. Huh? What?
We're here.
Oh, good. Did he ever stop talking?
Nope. Give me a pair of those one time. Eventually.
Yeah, I don't think you want these. These are used, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not those. The fuck is that?
Snickering out.
All right. Let's go to the mech compartment and get ready. Hmm?
No, I just remembered one of the people we dragged along with us. It's fine.
What?
David has a letter in his vest still. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he sure
Oh.
does.
You do. All right.
I don't like the long DM pause to stop yourself from snickering. No.
Well, I haven't statted anything properly, so she's not gonna be too big. So.
Fountain is very tiny. Didn't come through.
I hope that's the case.
No
So-
squashing.
So yeah, you all assemble. It's a pretty small force that you've got assembled here. And you once again see Krilo actually standing at this little outpost that they've built, watching with a rangefinder into like the general vicinity of Moscow. Do you approach her?
Yeah.
I think David's gonna. We haven't seen her since. Almost said
Poland.
Finland. I almost said Finland.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we haven't seen each other in a while.
You haven't, miss. What you doing there?
Pretty good. So there are some mild armored forces strewn all across this area. You guys don't need to worry about that because you're going underground. We do, so that's just trying to sort my head. Yeah, there's an entrance to rather there was an entrance to the old base. About 300 meters in that direction. You see that patch of trees? One of the there's a stump somewhere in the middle of that, and that stump's hollow. You can crawl in there. It's pretty big. Should fit you guys' mech too. I hope. I haven't measured it. But just, you know, trying on.
We have an
Site measurement.
approximate, patrol route for those armored bodies. I don't want to come across them in there.
You're not gonna really meet them. Those are gonna be our problem. Like 300 meters is right over there. Like if you run into them in those 300 meters, then we have a bigger problem on our hand. In theory, the Russians shouldn't see us down here. In practice, I'm pretty sure that at least some of those transports probably showed up on their radar, and with you guys blowing the living shit out of the South,
They're probably on alert.
The Ministry of Interior has been pretty jumpy. NVD troops have been detaining people all over Russia for the past week and a half. With good reason, considering the fact that we're currently here to launch a coup d'etat. But, you know.
We've created quite a stir, in other words.
You could say that. Now, don't know what's down there. Just want to reiterate that. So, could be just a bunch of empty corridors. And our intel was bad. Could be that our intel was good, and you find a occupied base down there. doing something. Worst case scenario, I don't know, and I don't want to think about it.
Great. Encouraging.
Well, not my problem, frankly, because I have to think about how to smash a platoon through an entire fucking armored brigade. So, cut me some slack here. Okay. Now, we shouldn't have to rush in a few moments. We should be able to just, or you guys should just be able to move forward, get in there, and like pass through. As I said, there's the stump there. There's also a service elevator that you can bring up once you're inside to bring your vehicles down. Just move swiftly, as I said. The Russians shouldn't see us, but they might. We won't know until we get some kind of confirmation, that we do.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Are Warwick's the crew that he saved? Are they coming with us?
Yes,
Got it.
that's the vehicles that she was talking about.
Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
All right, you got anything else to prepare or bring out or register?
Brain not working.
Don't think so.
David sighed. Just into his pocket. Got any magic users over here?
Pardon? And out comes good old Pinky. Still, actually, no. Now in, like the pink dress she wears that looks very cutesy. Well, yeah, she's still wearing that, except now she's wearing body armor over it.
It's a combat skirt.
You know her cute pink bow in her hair? Yeah, she still has that, but it's now tied over a helmet. Alright, where are we? I am very disoriented. I might throw up.
I figured
Oh, hey, you're ready for war.
Krilo sort of just blinks twice. I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah, it's for the best that you don't.
Yeah.
Hello, whoever joined. Oh, it's the bot.
Yeah. Oh, shit!
You
Okay, yeah, they're shelling us. You guys need to move.
Oh.
Yep, there is a big-ass explosion that just sort of goes off pretty much right next to the building that you're standing under.
Oh, well,
now,
let's make a break for it.
yes, now, under an artillery barrage, it's never quite advised to just run out, but you kinda gotta. So, all of you, I want athletics checks for how fast you can run. Asuka, you roll from your mech.
Sobs.
Okay.
Sobs!
Athletics check, you
Athletics?
said, right?
Yes, athletics.
What the...
Fourth one down in the skills section, it's under strength. Oh.
Oh, nat 20.
Yep. So, all of you, yeah, Erica, her mech, and your mech, Asuka, they're built for speed, so they run across, some of the shells impact kind of close, but it's just, shockwave and shrapnel, literally the thing that armor is designed to just make useless.
Are we doing pirouettes and shit? Fucking dancing.
Not quite.
around.
Lilith, however, becomes a master in the age-old art of finding cover where there is none. like hiding behind a rock last second before a shell impacts next to her. So all of the shrapnel and the dirt and the shockwave hits that rock and not her, and then standing up and then running to the next piece of cover. David,
Yeah.
how are those RPGs you insisted on taking with you?
I handed them to Lilith.
Well,
I
handed
am
one?
not carrying them. I handed them to Lilith. I am carrying the mech one.
well, that's even heavier. So, you know, everyone starts running, and then you realize, yeah, this is not going to be fun. You lag behind, and just before you reach the, like, patch of forests, a shell goes off within 50 meters of you, and you take, 10 damage.
Well, it's nice knowing you. Jesus.
Can I hit the right button? Yeah. 2 hit points. It's fine. I have a D10 hit die. Please help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys eventually do make it to the like patch of trees that were pointed out. And it's all completely overgrown. So I want investigation checks from everyone.
How do you figure out your passive investigation?
And that one.
Swings
and roundabouts, eh?
Passive invest. I don't remember, to be
Okay.
entirely honest with you.
Well, my investigation itself is a 0, but I have a +5 to it with observant.
Okay, then your passive investigation is 10 plus 5.
Oh, okay, 15. Got it.
Sure, I'm looking.
Hold on. So you know the layout of these things. Okay, first off, so Lilith, you're like, oh, this patch of trees like that you see there, that looks suspicious. So you reach your hand into it. These are thistles. You're wearing gloves, so it's not, you know, horrifically scarring, but you did just reach into, grab, and squeeze a thorn bush.
Squeeze. Why did you squeeze it?
Squeeze.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you take damage for that, but ow.
Angie.
Asuka, you know the layout of these things. You've entered these kinds of like secret entrances so many times throughout your life that you just kind of look around. You realize there's only one stump in this patch of trees, and you just kind of punch it, and it, because it's old and the wood's definitely rotten, it just kind of falls in on itself, revealing a big open, like, not fall, there's a ladder, but a big entrance. Oh,
Found
what
it.
do you guys do?
Alright, let's go, people. Come on.
Is it a ladder?
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Can David do the thing where he, like, slides down it?
They're like, there's no side rail. They're
Oh,
just bolted into
that's
the wall.
lame.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Once you get down there, you realize it's fucking dark in there.
David has
Fucking
NVG.
Wimby.
Those help. It's still Okay, here's the thing about NVGs, is the fact that they're kind of like the vision for that cats have, where they will increase light frequencies for you to be able to see things properly, and they use radioactive compounds inside the goggle itself to create a little bit of, stuff so that even in complete darkness you can see, the silhouettes of things. Problem being, this is pretty much complete darkness. So 0 plus 1 times 10 is only 10.
Right. Well, David is then going to pull up his NVGs and pull out a flashlight that he has. Maglite, but
You pull the NVGs off first?
yeah.
Good. You will go blind.
I'm not that stupid.
That would be funny though.
Yeah.
I've turned on I've pressed the N key while in the ARM editor before. I know what that's like.
That's even worse. That's staring into the sun putting on night vision goggles. That can genuinely blind you. All right. Yeah, you press the service elevator, and after a while, the APC is also lowered. And Erica steps forward. May I suggest a course of action?
Sure, go ahead.
The mechanized infantry can punch through pretty much anything that they can place into this corridor. So I suggest that they go take the main route until, our exit, about 6 kilometers in that direction. While we go and check out the most important points that were in this base to see what exactly they've done with the place.
Yeah, I like that idea.
All right. This service tunnel here should take us, there are industrial air vents in this. They should be big enough to fit the mechs as well. I suggest we take those.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we're gonna pass the fact that we're doing that on to the others.
Yeah, they're here. They're here with you.
Yeah.
Very well, sir. We'll just clear this out, and we'll see you on the other side.
Affirmative. Don't fucking die out there.
We'll attempt. And they step into their little vehicle, and they return, or rather, you guys, as they drive off. Erica opens this big door on the ceiling, and the ladder falls out like a big meaty ladder, probably exactly intended for mechs to go up there. Remember, the first things that were kind of like mechs were built for maintenance, so this kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. And she goes first. She's on point.
I follow after.
And you guys get up there. It's even darker, believe it or not.
Great.
All right, everybody turn your flashlights off. And she presses a button in her cockpit, and a big old floodlight mounted to her mech's head sort of illuminates the area in front of you. If we come across anything...
Do I have something similar on my mech, out of curiosity?
You do, just not that powerful. You're pretty sure that this is more designed for, lighting the way for infantry. You were never that, like, your mechs were never that designed to work in tandem with other branches.
Mhm.
You were always sort of designed to work on your own.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you walk for a while. For a long while, actually. About an hour. Until eventually, Erica stops. Right, I'll need you to take over illumination for a sec. She turns off the lights. Mine's too bright, it might shine through. We're approaching what used to be the command center. So let's see what's in there.
I will take over illumination.
And you guys
Fiddly little light.
continue to walk. Ellie continue to walk. Can I use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah.
Sure, sorry. I know this always
fine.
happens, but
You're fine.
I'll be right back. Ah.
Oh, to use the bathroom.
I fall over, not gonna lie.
Oh, it
Yeah.
depends.
Stop. I just realized David's cure wound, like, 2 people, including
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Because you're in your mech most of the time, so I'm counting you.
Yeah. Keyword most of the time.
Okay, you've been out of your mech during combat once thus far.
Yeah. You never know when it's gonna happen.
And that was before you got your mech. That's when David accidentally shot Oric. Or not Oric, Vlad. Debating casting cure wounds. Cat cast cure back to full HP. But I could also 1/4 chance that cast above that. Not in the spell. Especially since I have strike.
I return.
Welcome back.
Yep. So, as I said, you guys are walking still with Erica when she abruptly stops. Right, and there's something down here. Alright. Hold on. She presses another button, and a device comes out of her like their mech's wrists. David, can you stick this into the ground?
Yep.
Surveillance equipment. And yeah, it produces a fairly accurate, rather fairly high quality, hologram, of the room below. And there you see, Lilith.
Mhm.
You again see your sister, actually, standing in front
There's
of
Bitch again.
standing in front of a monitor, with Russian troops, like with really advanced gear, like working on consoles. And she is standing at a console speaking to someone.
Mhm.
Can we, if it's fairly accurate and we can tell she's speaking to someone, I'm assuming there's
it
no
has
audio.
sound.
Oh.
There is audio. Oh, alright.
I'd be like, aha, I can read her lips.
No, you won't need to. Hold on. Okay. There you go. She seems to be silent, like staring into the TV. You can't entirely make out the man's face because of, distortion. But he seems to be a very old man.
Mhm.
That is not the agreement that you have reached with my representatives, is it, Miss Belova? No, of course not. However, we are dealing with we're dealing with something that we haven't really faced before. We don't understand their tactics, their methods. We need time to study. Time is not something that you have. Your government agreed to the treaties. They agreed to the conditions that we have laid out to your government and to the United States. And if the Russian government proves itself to be unable to repel this communist insurgency, then it also will be included in the carving up of Europe. That is not what we agreed on. Times change, and so do the treaties that we sign. Their purposes evolve and dissolve. And in this case, Miss Belova, it may appear that the Russian Republic, perhaps even the Russian nation as a whole, has outlived its usefulness in the advancement of the human race to a greater and stronger people. And if it is to be that the Russian people are to be swept away and absorbed into something larger in the coming conflict, then you will have to live with that. That is what you all agreed to. Or are you willing to give this land to the people you are now facing? I have fought them for many, many years. They are nothing but cowards. They don't believe in anything, they have no principles, and they would throw the human race into stagnation, hedonism. Terrible to think about. Of course, if you were to assist us, and in the event of any unpleasantness, you may direct certain loyal elements towards us, and they may, in the eventual conquest and carving up of this land, be more merciful, if they so please. But that decision will be up to us and not to you. Now, as I hear it, you are currently dealing with some kind of attack on your very capital. Small skirmishes on the outside, on the outskirts. Nothing that the Russian army cannot deal with. We shall see. What may now appear to be a small skirmish could very well be a massive force approaching you. You are an interesting nation, and you are far removed from what I have fought 100 years before. Trust me, the Russia of then was not, as you are, a house of cards. Had we simply bombed Moscow and killed Stalin, well, without Stalin, the Russian people surely would have continued to fight, at least for a while. With your leadership gone, I do not see Russia as it exists today lasting for longer than a few hours. So defend him well. Otherwise, you know what the consequences are, Miss Belova. And with that, the screen cuts out, and the woman slams her fist into the keyboard and rushes out of the room. And Erica lifts the surveillance equipment.
Well, that was a lot to take in.
Carving up. Yeah. What do you make of all this?
I look over to Lilith. It can't be pleasant seeing your sister in that position, knowing she's done all these things.
Yeah, it is, how you say it, family, it's complicated.
Well, this just proves we need to move quick and fast and hard.
Family matters aside, I think there's a few concerning and most of all startling conclusions we can draw from that conversation. This, first of all, confirms that there is indeed a connection between the Russians, the Americans, and the third faction, or as they will call themselves, the League of Honor. And it also proves that we may have less time than we thought. Who was that guy?
I had to guess. I might. Give me. Albert. That.
Keitel? No. That'd be impossible. He'd be over 120 years by now.
Yeah, he did say something about conflict back 100 years ago.
Would we really be surprised if they somehow found a way to extend the human lifespan? Would we really?
Great. No, we're fighting a geriatric Nazi.
You keep moving.
You're right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. You continue along this path until eventually, another 10, 15 minutes later, Erica stops again.
How big is this base in total?
6-7 cubic kilometers. So
Let's see. How close to the center?
we're about halfway through. If we keep going another 30-40 minutes, we should be right under Red Square.
Well, all I need to know is we are in space, and it kind of stops. And
Well, that's why I stopped. We're right above what used to be pharmaceutical research.
Only good things can be up there, surely.
Well, we used to produce things like medication and vaccines in there. I'm sure what we'll find down there is not going to be as pleasant.
well, if you need help, you can. David just takes a minute, and I am going to spend a minute using primeval awareness to detect any mechs and.
You don't really find any. You don't really see any mechs. However, there's a lot of infantry around. In fact, like literally in every direction, you find like there's at least 10 to 15,000 people down here,
Oh god.
just like in range of you. This is why Erica is being as sneaky and as like clandestine as she is, because as skilled as you are, you can't take on fucking 3 divisions worth of people.
Do we have enough to? It's the question.
In total, yeah, absolutely. Like you came into the attack on Moscow all in all with around 100 to 150,000 men. Like you have the numbers to take the city and the base. You as a group, though, don't. What?
Well, if Erica's gonna do anything in this area, David tells she's done. That before he starts talking.
Surveillance equipment. Poke it down here. I want to see what's down there. Yep. You set it up. And you nothing could have prepared you for what you did see down there. Well, you see a bunch of researchers standing around various consoles, and in a quarantine center in the center, you see a man vivisected.
Oh. Great.
God,
He's
yeah.
not alive, is he?
Oh, he might be.
Oh,
He's
God.
twitching at the very least.
Oh god.
I want a sanity save from everyone.
Great.
Wait a sec. I've lost my character sheet.
Gone.
Character.
Oh, okay, well I fucking have a
Oh.
moment. Oh great.
Oh no.
Great.
You're having an Asker moment.
Why do you have a 5? Wait, is that from your mech sheet or from yours?
My actual sheet.
Oh, right, because you're really good at repressing things.
Oscar, like, okay, David, gruesome, but you've seen men get blown up by artillery shells before. You might, like, you kind of clock that he's alive. You kind of try to block it out.
Makes a face.
Lilith, you're a gentle soul. You hate seeing people in pain. This like makes you feel disgusted, like queasy and just angry. Asuka, something just comes over you and you have like a flashback. Because this isn't the first time that you've seen something like this. You remember when you, Ray, and Mari broke into a medical research facility to try and get some intel, like 13 years ago, pretty long ago, and you saw something like this, pretty much the same, where Mari had the decency to put the poor guy out of his misery. Then she turned to you and said something to the effect of, if they ever catch me, I want you to put a bullet through my head. Because this is what because this is the kind of shit that they do to me. And as you, like, snap back to reality, your brain sort of imagines if the man on the table was your wife. How does that make you feel?
God. Oh, Lord. How many people are in that room?
There are...
Roughly.
Okay, so let me describe the room. It is a 20 by 20, not 20, what am I fucking talking? Well, 20 meters, but that's not going to help you. 50 by 50, quadrat is not a word you guys use, square room, with about 15 researchers, 3 armed guards, and automated turrets on the ceilings.
Okay, well, how far down is this? It's below us, right?
Yes, you're directly below it.
Okay.
The only thing between you and it is the ventilation shaft that you're using to traverse this area. And it has, hold on, a drop of about 25 feet.
Could I... So you're saying there's 25 feet between me and the ceiling?
No, between you and the floor. The floor you're standing on is the ceiling.
Okay, so we are above it.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought you said we were below it for a second.
No, it is below you. That's what I thought you asked.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. In that case, there's gonna be like, I'm not gonna move it first. I'm like frozen in place. And as people may try and continue on our talk, suddenly it's like a light switch flips in me, and I'm suddenly just gonna start screaming, basically, and using my mech's fist, basically trying to like punch and grasp at the ground as if trying to get into there.
Okay. Roll me a strength check with your mech.
Okay. Oh, sad.
Okay, this is a centimeter and a half of aluminum. Your mech, how much does your mech weigh around?
I don't remember what it was.
Okay, let's guesstimate. It's got a power core, and it's probably about.
Thought you said it was
About
tons.
yeah, 2.5 tons. You put your weight into that punch? Question.
Yeah, I'm basically just desperately, practically clawing at the ground, just trying to get in.
You can
Well-
hear David yelling your name in the background.
I'm having a moment.
The ground gives way pretty quickly, and the 10 by 10 square that you're standing on falls down. You with it. You are now in the center of the room. To your left is the man that is cut open and hooked up to various machines in the quarantine area. To your right are all of the researchers who are now very confused, looking at you. The 3 security guards who are now priming their weapons. The automated turrets are still dormant. However, you can see one of the researchers reaching for the alarm.
Okay. I'm sorry to everyone. We've already botched this mission.
What do you do?
I'm gonna start basically just screaming, "How dare you!" And take my sword and try ripping through the researchers, just slaughtering them if I can.
Okay.
David is immediately gonna grab his rifle and shoot for the guy hitting the alarm.
All right. First things first. I just gonna let David roll first just to see how this encounter will develop. Roll an attack. I don't have a map for this, so you'll just have to deal with my descriptions.
Okay.
That's a hit. His brains are now over the console that he was trying to hit, and he slumps to the ground. And Asuka, there are 6 researchers, so roll me 6 attacks.
God. Okay.
David's gonna shoot for the other ones.
I will also try and take a shot if I can.
Or
Yeah,
the
you can
security
shoot it.
guards, rather.
Yeah, so you can... So David and Lilith, you can take a shot at the security guards each.
Do they count as infantry?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Do I still get 2 attacks, or is it... What's the process here?
Yeah. If you have 2 attacks, then roll 2 attacks.
Do I have 2 or 3? 2, I think.
Only 3. And
A nat 20.
2 nat 20s.
Holy
Okay.
shit! All right.
So these guards are fucking melted.
All right, David, Lilith, roll me the attack. Roll me the damage, rather.
First attack is that one,
Oh my
and
God.
second attack is that one.
Yeah, both of you just kind of like, as Asuka does this, your gut reaction is to just like go, okay, you know, yeah, okay, sure, we're doing this. So you just kind of take up your rifles, plop the one security guard while the other plops the other one. And Lilith, you even get 2. Cause that at 20, that's 60 damage. He's dead. And then the 10 damage, he is also dead.
Hey, I also got a nat 20. Rude.
I want you to roll me attacks for those on all but the nat 1 you rolled.
Okay. There we go. That's all in order.
You cut these people apart. Like, they barely have any time to react. One of them is the last one that's left, you try to like take a swing at him, and he like ducks out of the way, and you smash your chainsword into the console. Sparks go flying everywhere. As like the console catches fire, and the guy is just sort of like cowering on the floor.
Oh.
Like
Can
like-
I... Oh, go on.
no, you what are you gonna say?
There's gonna be maybe half a second of hesitation before, if you will allow me, I'm gonna pick this guy up and squeeze him as hard as I can.
Oh my god, you're cowering him.
That's a strength check.
Squeeze. Strength check.
Yeah, that's a strength check from your mech.
What if I roll a 1? Please no.
You gently caress his cheek.
Like he tries to resist the industrial art, like the industrial fucking, like he's basically trying to fight a forklift here. So he keeps struggling until eventually there's a little crack and he goes limp.
I'm going to pardon the gruesomeness here. I'm gonna make a point to just fucking destroy him into pulp. Pop goes the balloon.
Yep, you can do that. You do that. And the only thing left now is the half-dead man on the research table. Who you now know, as you now notice, is entirely awake and conscious.
Ooh.
He tries to make a sound, but he can't, probably because of something that's missing from his body.
Like dropping the puddle mush of a human that was once in my hand. My mech's eye will look over towards the guy on the table. And then after a moment will suddenly turn away rapidly and almost kind of hunch over as if it were me making these movements, and the others would probably be able to hear the sound of retching over the comms.
25 feet. How much? We're not gonna be able to get Asuka back up here anyway.
There is a way. Don't worry. Erica also like. Okay, Erica jumps down. She actually exits her mech. Like walking over to Asuka's. Hold on. If these facilities still work the way they did, I'm gonna at least try to make it painless.
David is gonna come down as well, assuming there's a way for him.
I'll also pop down if I can.
Yeah. You see Erica fiddle with a bunch of the consoles.
David's gonna look for just a ridiculous amount of painkillers if those are around. Like straight up fucking morphine if he has to.
Alright, I've rigged the she presses another button. And like in a moment, all the he flatlines and everything goes quiet.
Except for the sound of retching from inside the mech. That's probably not very pleasant.
David's gonna take a lab coat off of doctor is even fucking bloody and just guy with it.
I just filled his heart with so much morphine that it stopped beating. It's probably the most painless way I could have done it.
About to say mine.
Come, let's let this be a reminder why we're even fighting.
This place, I got a question for you. Better than I do.
Yeah.
If it's anything like the other one we were in, there's got to be some kind of ventilation room. Something keeping the air flowing in this place, right?
I know what you're planning. You want to blow this up, don't you?
No, it's too good of death.
Ignore this roll. I'm gonna decide something with it. Okay.
David looks like almost tired, but like set in his eyes.
I'd agree with you, but there's a problem. Hollowing this out this much ground requires pretty much constant hydraulic support. We cut the ventilation support, the whole place goes dark. And with it, everything's gonna collapse. And there's a city above us. We'd be killing 3.5 million people. That's not acceptable. Trust me, once we're through here, clear squads, are going to be going through every nook and cranny of this place and shooting anyone that's still in here.
Next question. Security barriers.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm just gonna interject here real quick. At this point, the retching has mostly stopped, and it's mostly silent, but you will occasionally hear kind of almost mildly frantic and almost desperate whispering about something along the lines of something along the lines of, did it hurt? I hope it was quick. Please tell me it did not hurt. She's not really making sense right now, but
you did give me an idea there. We can't shut down the ventilation, but we could filter something into the ventilation.
I know. That's exactly.
Nothing lethal. There are prisoners down here. Prisoners that we might not want to harm. My idea is knock them out, and then we can bag them all without any of them escaping. You okay with that?
Plan. Also would keep anyone from coming up from under the city while we are sieging it. I almost said aphrodisiac gas because I couldn't remember the name of anesthesia.
Please don't. No. We're not going to filter fuck gas through here.
David is presented with a console, like with two buttons. One says aphrodisiac, and the other says amnesia.
Amnesia? What the fuck is that gonna do?
I think it's aphrodisiac, right, guys?
Yeah, well... You know what, this used to be an operating room. All these machines here used to save lives.
Sad noises. Sad, traumatized noises.
Alright, let's get back up there. She reaches up to the ventilation shaft that you guys have been working in, and sort of like rips part of it off and bends it down so that you guys can climb back up. Alright, let's go.
I will be the last one to exit.
David's gonna second. Out of there.
Wait. Oh, are you saying that to her after she's gotten out of the room?
Just when she's lingering.
No. Why would I? We have a fucking job to do. We can't linger around here anymore. Please, just... let's go.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's following. Just lingering and being quiet, otherwise.
All right. You guys keep moving, moving, and moving until Erica stops again. Right? According to my plans, this is where we should intersect with our original path. Below here is a communication station. We should probably find a proper exit this time. Okay. David, Lilith, you guys can probably fit through that covering there. Oscar, let's go find something a bit more adequately sized.
Don't want to travel together here?
I would, if you can find me a way to fit this through this manhole cover sized hole.
And us follow you. He looks amused.
Good point. Alright. You guys make your way to what looks like a service elevator. You press the button. And you guys come back down in a very, like, dimly lit corridor. I don't like this. Okay. We should be pretty much under Red Square now. Okay.
Continue real quick. I'm gonna go grab some ibuprofen. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Asuka, like...
Sitting in her mech, covered in her own vomit, reaching over to a bottle of ibuprofen she just has stashed on the side.
I was going to say, Straggle's a bit behind.
Oh. That makes pretty sense.
David. Shinji, my love. But you guys, like, Erica sort of like looks back at like Asuka, who, like, you know, silent and all that. She's lost someone. I can tell that much.
alright, I'm back.
All right. So you guys know these, like, old like in old offices where they had, like, these, where they, like, sent mail through at way too fast speeds?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, those things. I love those things.
Elram.
You ever wanted to ride in one of those?
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh my
We're
god,
gonna
I
come
can't
put-
believe we're creating the Polar Express.
The Polar Express? I was gonna say that one scene in Ruby.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be covered in even more of my own vomit in a second here.
Don't worry, the mech-sized ones are gyro-stabilized, so...
Mech-sized mail being delivered.
What about the non-max size one? Will they gyro stabilized, or are we just gonna have to suffer? We're gonna have to roll vomit rolls.
Well, you'll be fine. It's gonna be similar to, like, a roller coaster. Blech.
Well, this new version of Space Mountain is really weird.
What?
Because, you know, Space Mountain from Disney, it's all like, you're in the dark and...
God. I love you, but good God, shut up.
Okay.
Politely, no.
No. I jest. I love you very much.
You too.
Hold on. So, Let me just really quickly find the right image that I had prepared. Sorry, you can't hear me very well while I'm doing this. So, how many of you know what Red Square looks like?
Yes.
I think I know pretty well, but I'm looking again.
Hold on. I will post an image. So, as you guys step into these little tubes, more or less.
What's happening?
What?
I think she.
Okay. No. I looked up the Red Square, and I see a picture that he did not want to see. But okay. Anyway, continue.
All right. So, yeah, you guys come out on this whole area here. And you can hear in the distance already, like, the explosions, the gunfire, like, it's starting to draw closer. However, it's still pretty far away from here, so there's actually not as much security here as you would expect. So, David, I relate the orders for the little gas attack that we're going to be planning to the infantry that's still down there. They're going to be taking care of that. We need to complete our mission to make sure that, well, Russia doesn't fall into the wrong hands here, or stay in the wrong hands, rather.
Not for me.
All right, over there's the Kremlin. I have an interior plan for this place, but let's just go up there. There are actually guards. It becomes very clear that as you walk up to them, these Russians here aren't exactly very familiar with, like, you know, the kind of people that usually go through here, right? They can't really distinguish Dragediel from Third Faction very well. So, as they don't immediately open fire on you, it's pretty clear that they don't realize that you're hostile.
He's just gonna mutter the hold your fire for us. It's too much.
Yeah. We need to find a way to get into that building. So we could either do it loud, or we could pretend to be, you know, friends.
Sounds the smartest to me.
Easier said than done.
All right, I'll need someone that can speak Russian.
I can.
I can.
Who of you is the most charismatic?
David, it's one charisma.
I have. Let's see, how much charisma do I have? 6.
Okay, yes. Wait, like +6?
Like my saving throw for charisma is 6.
Hold on.
Oh.
What's your ability score for it?
3.
Yeah, you are. Oscar, what's yours? Isn't it -2?
It's -1.
Ah, okay.
God, -2. Jesus.
Lilith, it's time to be the face.
Okay, yes, but this is someone whose sister is fairly well recognized and is a known. Just last checked.
Okay, however, all right. She
Dave's
is a
just
known
gonna
terrorist, but of the sit in the mountains with a fucking 70-year-old AK and take pot shots at cops kind of terrorist, not walk up into the 8th largest city on the planet and assassinate the president of the Russian Federation in broad daylight kind of terrorist. So this is kind of out of left field, and they wouldn't know like the face of like every single one of the literally tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people that the Russian government has branded as enemies of the state.
Not gonna argue with the DM about something that will work against us. Never mind, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. All right. Lilith?
Okay.
I want you to bullshit that guy and convince him that we're here to discuss something with the president on behalf of the League. Think you can do that?
Sure thing. I get up close to him and say, hello, I need to talk to you about something important. We have some important business related to the League.
Yes, do you have, how you say, ID?
Character, give me a second, trying to think of a response.
Sorry, what?
I said out of character, give me a second, trying to think of a response. I'm dissociating.
Like Lilith just sitting there blankly.
Can I try and persuade, saying that surely you don't want to hold us up on our business? If we know about the League, surely we are the League.
That's a deception check.
Optionally.
Mhm.
Optionally, the probably worst idea, but funnier would be like if it worked, would be like, you don't recognize me? You
You know what? No, yeah, doing that. I'm doing that.
No.
Are you gonna pretend to be your fucking sister?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Let's go.
God.
Pick a button.
All right, that's a deception check. Go on.
Please.
That one.
All right, what do you tell him?
I'm like, surely you recognize me. I have been through here hundreds of times.
He squints. Yes. In fact, you've been here about 5 minutes ago, going in here.
David's like, alright, I'm done with this, and like immediately pulls up his rifle and starts taking shots at the.
Okay, roll me an attack. He reaches for his radio, and then, like, he puts it up to his head, and then a bullet penetrates through the radio into his head, and he falls down.
There's two of them, right?
No, there was only one. Only one guy at the door. All right, someone heard that. Let's go. Before BTRs show up.
David just pats Lilith. Probably could have said you didn't need that.
I mean, go big or go home.
He's smiling.
All right. Can I get a group stealth check?
Ooh, we can move stealthily at normal speed. Nice.
Do I take the stuff from my mech?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're trying to move silently.
Big thundering mega
Stealth
footsteps.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You rolled
I'm actually
a 0.
I'm gonna actually say you get advantage to that because of the fucking firefight that is audible within the building.
Okay. Thank god.
So that's a nat 20 now.
Yay.
Like, okay, as you go through, Asuka, you sort of hear a really loud boiler that, like every other second, like goes as it's trying to filter like hot water through these ancient fucking pipes. So as your brain starts to wrinkle, as you unsmooth brain yourself, you come to the sort of brilliant idea to just go, I'm just going to synchronize my steps with that noise so that they don't know that a 2.5-ton behemoth, two 2.5-ton behemoths are walking through the halls of the Kremlin. And you do.
Like my rhythm games. Hold on, guys. I know how to do this.
All right. I'm going to keep security down here. You guys get upstairs. 3rd floor, room 307. It's got the red on-air sign on it. That's the national broadcasting station. Yeah, you guys know what to do?
Just as we need to.
Yeah.
I'm still unsmooth braining myself, but yeah.
I have a really dumb... I have a dumb question. A really dumb idea.
Okay, go on to ask.
No. I'll do it when we get there. It's fine.
Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Then, let's continue on our path. Or you guys continue on your path. Once you get up there, just shoot them. And then... Well, then the cavalry should arrive within a few minutes. The signal is either the broadcast cutting out or the broadcast featuring the president's head going sideways off his head.
We should probably avoid the latter.
If you insist. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. Just move.
Start moving. And I'll just idly say, as satisfying as it would be to know that he would get his head blown off on live TV, I also don't feel like traumatizing each and every single one of these poor people that are watching.
Fair enough. I'm just
Split
gonna
in
sit
te-
here and hold the fort. So,
Moving noises.
yep.
I'll split this between the two of us then.
Wow, can't believe you forgot me.
Oh, less that I forgot you and I forgot myself.
Do you need therapy? Are you okay?
Trust me, I've been at this long. Okay, maybe not you. He looks at Asuka.
I was about to say.
But he's okay. He's doing this while we're moving towards the location for the record.
I'm like rhythm gaming
How
my
old
entire way.
is David again?
Encroaching on 40. I
Okay.
think.
Oh Jesus, really?
He's in his 30s, I think. I don't remember.
We
but-
established early 30s, so you and Asuka are at about equivalent ages.
I'm younger though.
Well, yeah, you're like, well, you were 29 when the campaign started, so you're probably getting closer to your birthday now, which is in December, if I recall.
Yeah.
Like I wrote it down somewhere.
It's December 2nd.
We definitely did the math at some point because he has, because we had to do the math on how many siblings he has.
Right. So, fair. We can do that when we're done shooting
Yeah.
a fascist president. Let's go. So, yeah. You guys walk up through these hallways, there's not really anything going on until the actual like spot where in front of the door there are 2 armed guards, like pretty heavily armed guards, like full gear, full body armor, guarding the door with AKs.
Do they see us?
No.
What is our relative positioning to them?
So
Like-
they are about say 35 feet down the hallway from where you are like walking up the stairs. Like from the end of the stairs to where they are standing in front of a door facing straight forward, facing the other wall.
Okay. David.
Yup. And he's just gonna... Can he purposely line himself up so, like, assuming the bullet goes all the way through, it's hitting both of them?
Roll a disadvantage.
That's fair. Then I will cast... Zephyr Strike. So it's regular, not disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
28.
Cool.
Not that it would have mattered.
Roll me another set of roll me another damage.
Add
It
plus
goes
4
to the
to
first guy's like skull. Only hits the other guy in the arm though.
It would have done 16 damage. I rolled the wrong damage.
Still. The guy is now stumbling away from the like door and is trying to raise his rifle.
You just hear David go, "Evening, gentlemen," before he shoots.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. He gets an extra 1d8 with Zephyr Strike.
Okay, roll me the 1d8. He passes out and is dead.
Nice.
But 22 on both of them with the Zephyr.
Yep. So as you walk up, you can actually start to hear the president's speech through like a speaker system built into the outside of the compound there. And it's the usual drivel, talking about making Russia safe, secure, and powerful, which is code for genociding everyone that's not Russian and shooting anyone that doesn't agree with killing about 3 million people. So, yeah, it's the usual drivel, and the door is locked, but it's an oak wood door. What are you gonna do?
Have a mech.
Can I do the honors?
Be my guest, miss.
You gonna bust open the door?
How tall is the door?
The door is about 10 feet tall. It's pretty large.
David
Would
is
I be
also...
able to fit into there?
Yes, you
Like
should
without
be-
crouching?
Yes, you should.
So, I'm gonna go up in front of the door, and for a second it seems like I'm just gonna punch it. But then you realize, as I start taking a couple steps back, I'm gonna go a couple steps further than that. And I am going to charge myself up and just body slam myself through the door.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a strength check. I'm going to add your weight modifier to that, which is going to be funny because it's a huge number.
David is also readying a flashbang to throw in there with Oscar's record.
Okay, so,
I'll also get my gun ready.
9 plus, hold on, plus 59.
I don't think that door exists.
Yeah, no, like, Oscar, you just walk through.
Yeah, just like
You just walk through. Like the door budges, and the president, who is sitting in on the desk, just sort of like steps up, looks real confused. Actually, Oscar, roll me a 1d3.
There you go.
The door lands on the camera, and like the broadcast like cuts out. Like you just basically took down a section of thankfully not load bearing, but a section of wall, and it just kind of collapses onto the camera and subsequently the cameraman.
Fucking rip.
The president just sort of stands up like, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you know what the meaning of this is.
Is there anyone else in the room other than the president and the now dead cameraman?
No, because Asuka also is now standing on top of the only security guard. Like her foot is on. He's squash.
Okay, David's not even gonna bother with the flashbang.
As I said those words, I make a very pointed attempt to basically like dig my mech's heels into the remains of the person I'm standing on. Like, can I roll like intimidation or something?
Hold on. Yes, please do.
David, meanwhile, is gonna like kind of smirk and motion to the now wide open wall to Lilith and was like, "Want to do the honors?"
I don't mind if I do.
17.
He like tries to play it tough, but the fact that he doesn't make an attempt to reach for the pistol on the desk makes you realize that he's probably shitting himself right now. I am Yosif Yurovinsky. You cannot do this to me.
Lilith.
Mm-hmm. Is this is it time?
I mean, the camera's cut. I'm kind of. He's like purposely speaking in Russian to fuck with this guy. I don't really want to.
He's asking you to shoot him.
Can I do something slightly different?
Okay.
Do I have a knife on me?
Probably.
Could I just go up and like stab him in the neck?
Sure. Roll me a strength save and we'll add your proficiency bonus. Strength check.
Strength check. Aha! I have a strength of 0. No, 10, but you know, like modifier of 0. 19.
It's fine. It's fat. Yeah, that hits. Okay. Like, you should have your roll damage, but it's not worth it. He's a civilian. He has 2 health. Like, you walk up to him, you take out a fucking utility knife, and you dig it into his fucking neck. Within seconds, he is on the floor, bleeding out, and then he's dead.
David's gonna come over and take the pistol on the desk.
Okay. Yep. It's a very nicely decorated, like engraved, Makarov. You have now attained, Cherevinsky's personal, firearm.
Alright. That's done.
Alright. Let's get to the balcony. See if Erica comes back up, by the way. Like towards you guys. Heard some shooting. You guys okay?
I will kick the bloody pulp remains that are under my mech foot kind of vaguely in her direction.
Ah.
Yeah, you're doing just fine.
Oh, and a dead dictator. Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Well, shall we, fuck off?
Gladly.
That sounds like a good time.
Cool. get to the balcony. See if we can, get out of here before, or rather, get out of the building before friendly reinforcements arrive. They'll tend to be pretty loud.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Walking. Am I still like rhythm gaming?
Like also,
No,
I'm
now
just
you can't
doing it
even
for
really.
fun now.
Yeah, but now you can't even really hear the like the footstep, like the boiler anymore. You can only hear like the big footsteps. And if you step out into hold on. Like towards the balcony. Eventually you do actually see a pretty familiar face by now. Lilith, your sister is sort of like hunched over the balcony, just sort of looking out as like explosions ring across the sky.
In Russian. Well, actually, I'm gonna let Lilith see if.
oh, I was just gonna say, oh, it's you.
I wouldn't come any closer if I were you. Bad
Huh.
for your health.
Is she rigged with explosives?
You don't know.
Okay, so okay, it's nothing in my passive perception to see that good. Okay.
You know they duped us. I think they duped everyone.
Yeah, fascists tend to do that.
Still, in a way, I do think that they are right. In the end, the only thing that can resolve this is a contest to the death between all the world's people.
But between the people trying to do genocide and those who are, just trying to live their life.
I learned a long time ago that not everybody deserves to live.
You're certainly doing a good job of making yourself one of them.
Whatever you say. Well, I've made a deal, and now I must consummate on it, won't I?
Hmm?
Oh, Lilith.
It's too dangerous to let her go, but I also can't.
Kill me? Then you've
Hmm.
learned nothing. You're still weak.
I would say there's a sudden strength in being kind and in mercy. Obviously, something you seemed to have missed.
Mercy. And what will it bring us? Where will it lead us? There's no goals. You'd fester. I can't be content in a world without a purpose. If you can, then I believe that you are the one that has lost their humanity.
There always is a purpose. Whether it's helping others or making the world a better place, there's always something you can do.
Perhaps you're right. It's just that we seem to disagree on how to do it. So, if you won't shoot me, I'm sure some of your friends are very much itching to aim and fire at me.
As she says that, I am going to aim one of my weapons.
Are you
At
going
her.
to fire?
No, not yet, but I'm aiming. I'm like, if Lilith were to look, she would see the mech's eye trained on her, waiting for some sort of confirmation to do it.
David is. He has that, like. I don't know how to describe this other than the poised sniper pose where he looks relaxed to the untrained eye, but to a trained eye, you can tell he is ready to snipe and, like, snap into position and fire at any moment. Like, he already has his sights set on where he wants to know, and he knows his rifle well, that he knows where he's going to shoot.
Come on. Shoot me!
How is
What do you guys know?
no, I was just saying, does Lilith react?
I just shake my head slightly, like as in no, and just basically say to you guys, well, I think she'd be more used to us alive than dead. Let's bring her with us.
Do you approach her?
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything that she has on her?
Roll a perception check.
That's my passive.
No.
9.
You don't see anything.
I'll just.
Lilith,
Mm-hmm.
are you sure?
If I consigned her to death, I would. I know I would regret it. There's always a part of me that hopes she can be redeemed. And I'll start getting closer.
David is going to grab her shoulder.
Uh,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
we're gonna have to wait until Amber gets back.
I'm back.
Okay.
I am grabbing your shoulder. I'm not letting you walk forward. Like a firm grab, like enough to like stop you.
Why won't you let me go, David?
His eyes are still trained on her. Wrong.
Yep. And as you say that, you realize you weren't able to see her hands. Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Wahoo.
17.
Alright.
Oh god. Okay.
Asuka!
Now,
With you,
everyone
Jess.
except Asuka make me a constitution saving throw.
Hey, these are the two things I'm proficient in.
So, Lilith, you are knocked on your ass. You're knocked prone. Asuka, okay, what happens is that some sort of, like, blue pulse comes out from, like, around her person. Lilith, you're knocked on your ass, and you feel paralyzed. Hold on. Asuka, the EMP just knocks out your mech. Like, all of the systems go haywire, and, like, it just breaks down.
Does the cockpit open? Can I
Yes.
get out? Okay.
And a third faction VTOL appears at the
Not this shit again. God fucking name.
Balcony, and David, as the last man standing, you now have 6 40mm cannons pointed at your face. Like, it has little lasers. They're all, like, over your body. A little gift from an eccentric woman. Person I first made contact with these people. And she said that if Russia ever went on the way that she predicted, she would come pick me up. And she said that she would have a purpose for me there. So, until we meet again, which I am certain we are, unless you wish to take your chances, Mr. Stone, none of us would survive, but at least you'd kill me. And the gate opens, and inside, once more, you see Irene and Ritter in the mech, beckoning their new air quotes friend to come follow them.
Sorry, miss, but my friend wants you alive, so I'm afraid I can't kill you. He'll just say that. He's not making any effort to move.
Fool.
Your friends, on the other hand, I make no guarantees. And if he dies, he dies.
You will kill everyone. Those are high explosive rounds.
You don't know what I'm
also-
gonna do.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
In the background, I'm like prying open my mech to get out.
No, it has like an ejection system. If the
Oh, it
power
does?
fails,
Okay.
the cockpit opens and you can get out.
Okay. Alright, like, get out. I'm a fucking mess, but I have my gun with me, but I'm like half leaning on the mech watching this unfold.
I'm going to... Okay, so the guns on this are all on the bottom, right?
No, they're all over the fucking chassis.
Okay. It's just... He's gonna stay. He's not that suicidal. Yet.
She steps into the VTOL, and behind Ritter, who looks out at you ants standing there. The clock is ticking. How long? Oh, you should have figured that out by now. I'll see you on the anniversary. And
Just
turns
gonna lift his
around.
hand up and flip them off.
The door closes. The VTOL takes off and quickly goes supersonic. At mere seconds after it leaves, friendly aircraft come. You hear lots of gunshots around. Like lots of little... And, well, as you look out of the window onto the actual red square, out there, you do see Shinji actually, like having basically a fist fight with a fucking like a Votnik, like a light armored vehicle. Like it starts to shoot at him with the 50, and the 50 rounds just kind of. Then he goes up to the barrel and just kind of twists it, and then he rips it off, and then like beats the vehicle with the turret he just ripped off until it's a smoldering wreck.
I'm gonna be honest. Before you mentioned the bullets paying right off, I forgot he was in his mech.
No, Jesus. No,
Oh.
Jesus, he's fine. I assume you guys will get out of the Kremlin and walk towards
Well, just the concern of my mech. I'm gonna go over to the balcony, look down at Shinji beating the shit out of this fucking vehicle, and just kind of tiredly go, I should be down there. And I'm gonna go back over to my mech and see if I can get it to
Yeah.
reboot.
it.
Uh.
After like a few moments, the EMP sort of has dissipated, and all of your systems are working fine again.
I'm assuming that Erica also got EMP'd.
Yes. All right. Okay. I'm gonna hold the fort up here. You guys go down there and talk to the general. The Botnik also seems to have been the last piece of like active resistance in the square.
All right, we are going.
Right. As you see soldiers like running up and down the square. Shinji gets into like a squat and steps out of his mech actually. Okay.
Hey Shinji, you okay?
Hey. Are you in your mech still?
Yeah, as I'm saying this.
Oh, yeah. Doing
Do
okay.
you just have blood like all over your boots and gauntlets?
Yeah, I'm like, my mech is covered in like fucking blood and guts, and it looks pretty scruffed up from the fact that I literally banged my way through a door and a wall, and also the ceiling of a laboratory.
You run into a lot of contact?
Enough.
After a second, the mech that I'm in will also kneel, and I will step out, and Shinji will probably be able to see that I'm not doing too hot,
Yeah.
based on the fact that I'm covered in some mysterious.
Without hesitation, like he goes over and like sort of, helps keep you standing. What happened? You look like hell.
I thought I saw her. I didn't, but I thought I did. I couldn't just stand there. I had to do something.
We ran
like
into
a fucking balloon.
We ran into a medical research lab. He just sort of
averting my gaze.
Yeah.
Let's just. Can we keep going, please? If I stop for even a second, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep going.
It's over, Asuka. We won. We won today.
And as Shinji says those words, it's like a dam break, and I just break down crying.
He is going to hold you close to his body and sort of like gesture to everyone else to just,
the other way. Get security.
Go look busy.
David's gonna take Lilith in the opposite.
Erica is just like, she looks okay. You don't see that she looks really uncomfortable, but you can infer that she looks really uncomfortable. So she and her mech just kind of like shimmy around and then just like look around and I don't know. She picks up the wreck of the Votnik and just sort of slings it like over her head and just I'm gonna take this to the scrap.
Scrap that I'm making a pile over there. Just kind of awkwardly shimmies away.
Yeah, like with a destroyed Russian vehicle in her arms, like it's her baby. It's okay. I know. Before I really knew what happened back then, 10 years ago, I had a similar sort of incident. I saw them taking people away from their last few strongholds, and because they didn't have the supplies, they started to kill prisoners. One of them, I don't know why, but one of them reminded me of Ray for a moment. And I couldn't help myself. I broke cover, stormed in, and killed them all.
I see her everywhere I go. She's like a ghost that follows me. I can't stop seeing her everywhere I go.
One day we're going to be able to put all of that to rest. I wish I could tell you that we could do it now, but it's going to be with us for a long time. A really, really long time. Don't die, okay? I can't lose you too. Please don't die.
There's a moment of silence and then a very, very pained smile. No promises.
And he kisses you.
Yay, makeout session.
I would say we'll end the session here, but there's one last thing that I really need to get done before we can go on to the finale. Sev actually drives onto the square in a car. Judging by the fact that it's a Russian UAZ and that there's blood all over it, you can probably assume that he stole it. He drives up to you guys, stops, steps out. Okay, I have the situation report from... Why is everybody so dispersed?
I'm like covered in vomit and also crying. Like
hi Asuka.
Just like pained hi.
So if you have the social awareness of a brick. Bricks of thoughts? Shinji makes another, like, he pinches his brow and sort of gestures for everyone to come around again. Alright, what do you got for us? Right, that. So, I got the situation report from all over the place. There are pretty much uprisings going on in every major Russian city. We expect that organized resistance will collapse within about 3 hours. Then it will probably be another week or so until we have complete control of what once was the Russian Federation. What comes after is now pretty much up to well, our friend, once we install him in this cabinet here, And more importantly, as of this moment, I have actually received orders to break radio silence. I just thought that you would probably appreciate being there when we call home.
Yeah, please. I want to talk to Lily too at some point here.
Yeah. So why is there blood on this UAZ, and why are you here in a UAZ? Oh, well, I didn't really know how long it was going to take for my element to push through to you, so I stole a car and ran it through a Russian column. Okay.
Good job.
Okay. Whatever. Give me the long range. Where is it? Back at the car. He like picks it up, wipes it off some more, wipes it off a bit more.
Tries to like clean it on his shirt, but like that just gets more blood on it. And he's like, "Oh fuck!" So, like,
Just give me that. All right. And I say radio. It's a comm link, so there's video. Well, and video feed of Leo does just appear on the screen. She appears to be on the bridge. Hey there. Heard some pretty explosive news out of Moscow.
Which part?
Well, pretty much everything from the fact that there's a gigantic battle going on to the fact that the Americans are currently evacuating their embassy.
Speaking of.
So, what's the situation down there? Moscow should be secure within the hour. Most of Russia should be secure within a few hours. And a functioning government should be installed by the end of the week. Perfect. That means they'll be ready for the summit.
Leo.
Yeah?
When we were checking out the base down there, there's a man Lilith here's sister was talking to. I'll spare you the details, but it sounded like the U.S. was involved in some of those nasty deals with the third faction.
We suspected as much. It's
Good to
likely
have
that there was some.
confirmation.
Yes, it's likely. We surmise that there was probably a kind of deal between Russia, the United States, in regards to the third faction, that they would essentially let them carve up the independent European states into their own little domain in exchange for gear and equipment. That deal has now changed and given the US pretty exclusive rights to that. So they would probably be fairly happy about that, if not for the fact that, well, a nuclear power just went over to the Germans, or is about to. Anything else?
Angels. Or... shit, God.
Pilots. I mean...
Pilots, yeah, that one. We encountered some of them while we were out here. I don't know if the letter got to you yet, but basically...
Yes, I received that. We arrived in Germany 2 days ago. It was pretty bizarre, but yeah.
How's Lily? She okay?
Oh, right. Like she sort of goes off screen and comes back with like Lily. So like sort of picked up so that she can like face up to the camera. And she's eating a popsicle.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, you got vomit on you.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Gotta take a shower after this. I'm glad to see you're doing okay.
Yeah. I didn't get into any trouble, I promise. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
House sucks.
You hear a bark in the background. Like sort of just "Woof."
You like see the corner of a thought bubble.
You thinking about bacon?
No, it's an image of David. I think he heard you. So, anything else that transpiring over there other than that?
I feel like there's this is out of character, but I feel like there's something, but I'm not remembering it.
The sister is the only thing I could think. But I was gonna leave.
I'm just kind of dissociating in the corner. Well, Lilith is.
Fair enough. We've all had a bit of a day. Except David. David's fine.
David with his 20 sanity.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys just sort of gonna stay here until everything is at least marginally secure. And well, I got some bad news for you. You're on the radar of high society. Politics, to be exact.
Oh god, the final boss isn't like some grand battle, it's us having to go to a summit and
So,
face the press.
So yeah, you guys are cordially invited by the German Chancellor and the President, as well as the heads of states of 15 other nations, to attend the summit on the 31st of August, on the German-Polish border. Forget where exactly. Somewhere near Posen.
And he's like, oh god, no.
Seriously? They're inviting us to the summit?
Well, yes, I think you left some kind of impression on the delegation back when we had our meeting in Berlin. And as much as I would love for you to be able to just go home and relax for a while, I don't really want to deal with diplomatic repercussions of dismissing an invitation signed by 15 heads of government. So
That probably wouldn't be good for our health.
So, just get into a fancy get up. Get down here. There's gonna be an open buffet. You're gonna have to listen to some people talk, but other than that, you should be fine. It's gonna take place on the 31st of August, and we'll start at 9 p.m. Go all the way through to the 1st, 2nd of September, something like that. But you can probably leave after the first day.
You have a dress uniform? Because I think that's what I got here.
You can probably have one made or get one or something.
Oh god, that's right, there's a tailor there, isn't there?
Yes, well, we with the ship are currently in Germany. We're going to be staying in Germany until the day after the summit, doing some refits, getting some things done. So, yeah. Other than that,
Ugh. Okay.
yeah, it's a pretty big day. It's also some kind of okay, the agenda's going to be well, the agenda's going to be first day is the induction of the Russian Federation into the big European alliance. So that's pretty central. That's also the really important part for which I would like you all to be present. Then there's second day, 1st of September. Something celebrating peace in Europe. Which I find would be more appropriate to hold in April in 6 years. You know, 100th anniversary of the end of the war rather than the beginning, but whatever.
David, like, stops and freezes.
Oscar also does the same. It's like anniversary?
Yes.
When? What day? What?
Did you sleep in your history lesson?
Just tell me.
Shinji answers before Leo can. 1st of September, 1939.
See you on the anniversary. They're planning something.
And not just then.
That's what the airwaves, fire, Gleiwitz. The first act of the war was when the Germans blew up a radio tower on the German border. Well, okay, that presents a bit of an issue. I can't exactly tell basically an entire international delegation that they can't hold a summit on that day because of what they will believe to be a superstition.
We should prepare security around the area, at very least. Keep a low profile. Someplace we can store our weapons if we need to, and I can I mean, I'd look bulky, but suits don't fit me anyway. Body armor, uniform.
Well, either way, what they're planning is most likely going to be directed at us. So I expect these to happen in Germany, Russia, somewhere. I don't know what they're planning. I've got intelligence on it. But that well, I'm gonna raise everyone's alertness to level 2. So that's the best I can do. All right.
Got a bad feeling about this.
You know what they say. Sometimes the best way to beat a trap is to spring it.
Yeah.
You wish we knew what they were planning.
We have time before we get there to prepare some equipment for us.
Whatever happens, prepare for a bloodbath.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, glad to know that you're all okay. And we'll see you soon, hopefully. And with that, the transmission cuts out. And with a set of fighter jets flying overhead, we're going to end the second to last session of this season.
Wahoo.
The next task on our agenda, once we can get a hold of Ian, is going to be scheduling. Luckily, the only thing that we need to schedule pretty much immediately is the finale, yeah. For which I would like to have about as much time as today, maybe a little more. Because I've got everything pretty much set out, and I will be like testing everything and making sure everything's set up proper. And yeah, I hope you had fun. There was some unexpecteds tugging of heartstrings.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
That's what happens when you roll a 0 on a sanity save.
Yeah.
Fun fact, whenever you roll one of those and fail it as spectacularly as that, there is a chance that your sanity might decrease. So,
Yeah.
sanity score, rather.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I need to go lay down now. My head hurts.
That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I will say, though, I started having, like, a choking / coughing fit. And then by the time I just finished, I heard, I'm glad you're all okay.
I mean, that's already kind of the perfect energy for what Leah was saying there. Because Asuka standing there, blood all over her neck, vomit, like covering her like pilot suit.
We're fine. We're good. We're good.
I am so sorry for letting her escape, by the way.
That's fine.
I mean,
You wouldn't have. So that thing she used, that's a faith shield. It's the thing that Irene had.
yeah.
So even if you decided to shoot, it's probably would have plinked off and if it didn't, it would have reduced the damage to the point where she would have been fine. Especially considering she's statted properly as an actual like encounter in case and stuff. So
I honestly was very close to having David pull out the mech launcher and just shooting down the VTOL.
I'm gonna head out, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll be around
thank
for your
you.
text. See you guys.
See you.
Bye.
I'm gonna work on coming up with some now that we have everything.
yeah. I'm very, very excited. I hope we get to do this as soon as possible because I think everyone else is really excited too. Which is great for a campaign because I think I'm gonna. How much better does this mic sound, by the way?
You sound more. Any question mark? Like.
Oh, hold on.
I wouldn't say it sounds worse or better.
Yeah.
I'll be literally right back in like a minute. I'm just gonna put the plate downstairs. Be right back.
How about this?
Again.
Hello, is this any better?
Actually, yeah, that is a lot better.
It was okay. Yeah, it was just badly plugged in. I just replugged it. This is how this is supposed to sound.
I mean, it definitely sounds like an actual studio microphone. I'm assuming it is.
Yes, it is. It's a proper studio mic, and I might use this like setup here because I have a really, 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 really long headset. Not even a headset, sadly, but headphones that have really. Hold on. I'm gonna show this to you. Give me a sec. My setup here. This here is properly attached to my desk and everything, right? You see these headphones?
Yeah. It's like that, like the
Oh, it's calling
endless.
something. Hold on.
What is it? The endless rope thing.
7.5 meters of cable.
Oh God.
I can go from one end of the room to the other and back. I won't need that, but
Okay. Oh, as far as scheduling goes, like just looking at it, I need to check thing. So the one thing that's like making me squinty is Orange and Tempest's unavailable time.
yeah.
But
Personally, probably the ideal for at least for the finale would be for us to go Y'all are difficult.
yeah, what might be really good is looking at Tempest's sheet, like their actual schedule, like the one that they don't really have anything to do on Wednesday or Monday. They technically slot for like they have it. There's also day, which is our last day of work, but if we did it like late Tuesday, because Tempest doesn't have to get up early that day, I know Orange would.
I have. There is one thing I can do.
Yeah.
With work is I have something called flexi time. So basically, I could work half an hour extra some of the days and get like an hour. We'll leave out work an hour earlier.
Yeah. What's more problem is the morning, like for you guys, because I don't want you guys having to work on like no sleep. Because the way I see it, the easiest thing to probably do, because I know go to bed. They want to talk to OS. Totally understandable. But also...
I thought Tempest was in this campaign, by the way. Which campaign is Tempest?
They're in the Banha.
Oh, are they not in... Oh, did they drop this one?
Oh, wait,
Yes.